30 seconds later, the ass man fucking song came on the radio. I was like, how the fuck?
Yeah. That was fucking crazy. All right.
Live.
Are we up?
Yep.
You tell me. You don't look up.
Oh, ooh.
It's been a long day.
All right.
Yeah, bitching about 3 hours sleep. You know what I call those? Weekdays.
What number are we on? What episode is this? I don't know what the hell's going on.
This is like my 5th one.
Okay. 240 something. It went away.
248.
248. Okay, there we go. Aha, there it is.
All
All right. Let's do it, shall we?
We shall.
All right. Live from Studio 511 is the 248th edition of Houston Wrestling Radio.
I missed that.
This is Abel.
This is Arnold.
No, you're not.
This
You're
is
Chris. You're Arnold. Arnold?
All Mexicans look the
Chris,
same.
yeah.
If it went for his bald spot, you'd know.
Yeah.
Well, you're covering yours up with a man bun.
Don't hate.
I'm covering mine up with a hat, so I
Ah, yes. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us today, guys. We very much appreciate it. If you are watching us live right now at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time Zone, thank you so much. Yeah, ish. Log into your YouTube account or like your Google account, and then you could chat along with us. And now I have you pulled up right here on the old smartphone. C Universe is already here. What's up, man? He says he's just in time. Thank you for joining us, man. Anybody else? Yeah, if you want to talk shit, fact check us, just say hi, ask us questions. I'll see it here, and I'll include you in the show. Now, if you're not watching us live, that's okay. You can still you can still interact with us.
That means he likes you.
Yes, in the dick. You can still interact with us on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio, or on Twitter at H Wrestling Radio. So, ta-da!
This was the best takeover ever.
Best takeover of all time.
Whoa!
Best takeover of all time.
Ever?
Ever.
Forever?
I'm going to make this short and sweet. This had everything.
You were there.
Yes.
Do you have your blinders on because you were there?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't there.
Okay. All right.
No. I'm going to get right into this.
No lose.
This pay-per-view had everything.
Ever.
You had your old school classic NWA style wrestling match from the 80s with McIntyre versus Bobby Roode, and the best match Bobby Roode's ever had on NXT.
Okay.
You had
I
the most.
remember it.
You have the most storyline that NXT's pretty much invested in their feud with Ember Moon and Asuka.
Mm-hmm.
That was solely storyline driven. You had your Japanese strong style match with Itami and Aleister Black.
God damn.
You had your old school freaking Twisted Metal car crash tag team match with the Sanity and the Authors of Pain.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you had your typical PWG independent style future of wrestling with Gargano and Itami. Quality over
Gargano
quantity.
and Cien Almas.
Almost. Quality over quantity. This was the best takeover of all the times.
Piping hot take in 3, 2, 1. Started off the weekend with my match of the week. Bam!
Match of the week pick, sir.
Match of the week.
What is it?
Which? Johnny Gargano, Cien Almas.
Wow.
Boy, shit. That fucking match, dude.
That fucking
was
match.
fucking unbelievable.
It turned you
Oh my
I'm the one that went to
God.
Brooklyn. He came back with the fucking Boston accent.
Yeah.
You fucking fuck.
Dude, oh my God, that match was so good. That match was unbelievable how fun, just like entertaining it was. Just you were there, you were locked in from the beginning. Every 2 count, you were like, ooh, every single move, you were like, ah, dude, what the hell? Like, ah, dude, it was like, holy shit.
That's that
dude.
turd that doesn't want to come out face.
Yeah.
Oh, he knows that face.
Yeah, oh my God, dude, this match brought it, and it just, to me, Gargano's already been ascending. He's just been this way, and to me, he's like, bam. Cien Almas was going the opposite way, and he just went, hey, this way.
Yep.
He went, ole, and back up there, and goddamn Serena, whatever you want to call her, goddamn,
Vega.
she's fine.
La mamacita.
Yeah,
Right.
Maxine, she's fine. Dude, this match, goddamn, you're right. PWG is like, that's a solid comparison. It felt like something you would watch on like a PWG highlight package or ROH, that kind of stuff. It was just that is a kind of match where it's we use this analogy a lot. if your friend comes over and like, wait, what are you doing? Oh, I'm watching wrestling. Hey, watch this match with me. By the end of that match, you both were like, dude, standing O. Standing O is what I did for that match. For the first match of the goddamn night.
Okay.
I watched this
that was
the next day.
That was better than everything else you saw throughout the week.
Yes. I watched this Sunday morning.
That's hard to believe because he's been like coming on Aleister Black every 15 seconds.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. That match was unbelievable too. But this match, it's been hard. I've been thinking about it all week. Well, since Saturday. Which one did I like more? I like this one more.
I will see your piping hot take and add to it a little bit. I say that is the best match I have ever seen Cien Almas in.
Curry.
That was the best Cien Almas match ever. That was going to be my match of the night, but
that was the first match of the night.
Well, but all the way up through, and even after everything was done, I was trying to debate, man, was this the best one? Or is Aleister Black's match versus Hideo Itami the best one?
Whoa, transition, go.
I might give match of the night, not necessarily match of the week, but match of the night to Itami versus Aleister Black, man. I thoroughly enjoyed your match there with Gargano. Partially because I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
Man, when
our anticipation levels were low for him. The lowest for this.
When Cien Almas came out and showed what the hell he could do, I'm like, that is who the fuck La Sombra is, and that's why people now in Mexico love La Sombra. Holy fuck. All right, now I know. Now I know why you signed this guy.
Exactamente.
Yes.
A huevo.
But, dude, oh, man. I
Black and Itami, huh?
Black and Itami, man. Black and Itami stole it from me. It barely edged it out. I can't give you a concrete reason why it edged it out for me, other than the fact that I just love the match more.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I'm not mad at either one of
those.
That
entrance was sick as fuck with
Cold
the live.
Fucking goddamn, brought it.
The way how everybody was rocking, like around him, and he was still like just going through. I was like,
please be with you,
bitch. That Ember Moon is how you stick to a fucking character.
Yes, because he was fangirling in his mind. He fucking loves Code. He loves Code Orange. He loves them. And the singer from Incendiary was out there. The one who does his song was singing it with Code Orange. So it's two bands basically in one.
I wish I knew that performance was happening, so I could have found my way down there on the floor to rock out for those two songs. I had no idea.
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome, dude.
Dude, that match.
He got bloody right from the get-go. I was like, oh, shit, this is going to be, damn, they're going to cut it short or something. They're going to throw up the X or something like that. Nah, they kept going. And, I mean, is Itami just bloodying fools? And is he, is this
he ain't going to be the only one getting hurt.
Okay.
Now, did you like the match more or less with Jim Ross on commentary?
I appreciated the fact that we had a kind of a rotating commentary throughout the night. I like that. Maybe that's what it was. Subliminally. Thank you. Maybe that's what it was. Unknowingly. But yeah, I liked it.
I hate to say this, but it did nothing for me. JR being on there.
That's fair.
I literally hate to say this because I love JR. I don't remember anything he said in that whole match that was relevant. So like, I was just so busy, captivated by the match.
Yeah,
the match was good. Good sportsmanship. I don't know if you call it sportsmanship, but really cool thing to do with Hideo. He wiped Aleister Black's blood with his sleeve. Whenever he went down to pick him up or whatever, he went like that, like, yo, clear your shit up and I got you. Like, they took care of each other. And that, to me, I love seeing
for all the stiffness that they were doing throughout the match. I love seeing that.
You know.
Which is funny because it's not something you're supposed to notice. It's not something you're supposed to see.
But I did. And it was just cool, dude. Their styles, they didn't clash because they have the same goddamn style.
Yeah.
So they met up so well that it was the stars aligned for that match.
Mm-hmm.
That was a damn good match. And what I feared didn't happen. Is Hideo lost and lost steam? Fuck no. If anything, I like him more for losing.
And the other thing too about that, I sat here for 2 weeks saying I don't give a fuck about this storyline because I'd rather see the storyline of them or of Red Dragon versus Aleister Black. I don't give a fuck about Hideo. But when the match happened, now you care. That fixed it. Now I care.
That kickstarted the storyline for you.
And the fact that Red Dragon is kind of doing their own thing, apparently.
Baby.
I'm like, okay, we know we're not going to do anything with Aleister Black and Red Dragon. All right, that's fine. let's stick with Hideo. All right, cool. Now I'm invested in the story of the match.
Yeah.
Now the story of the feud. So is that going to transition to the tag match, or do you want to say something else about that?
We're going to transition to something else because so far you've given your match of the week. You've given something that you think might be their match of the night.
Definitely a match of the week contender.
My match of the week candidate, which is probably my match of the night because I didn't see it coming, was the story between Ember and Asuka.
Yeah.
Like right from the beginning, bing, 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 bam, heel kick.
Yes.
You know, there was a moment where she hesitated. Like I was hoping that, but at the same time, in the heat of the moment, her being in the co-main event of the pay-per-view, you know, and dude, it was fucking. I want to see where they're going with this because we had talked about this. It's like, dude, Ember could probably benefit most from getting a heel turn and actually sticking to the gimmick.
You see her frustration coming out,
and she like Alexa Bliss tantrumed a couple of times out there.
My wife called that when Alexa did it on Sunday. She goes, "Hey, the Ember Moon did that the day before. That was exactly
And but dude, and with a fucking broken collarbone, Asuka finished that shit,
dude. Yeah,
you know?
Knowing that she had that, like afterwards,
super respect, dude. For everything that I expected that show to be, I was not expecting what I got from the women. So match of the week candidate, man. You know what? I'm gonna just say it. I'm just gonna say it. Every match on this card is a match of the week candidate. My match of the night is actually gonna go to the women.
Nice.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
that wasn't a bad match. That was really
what did
good.
I say? My expectation level was like a 0. I'm pretty sure it was a 0.
I was at a 5. All of it I was at a 10 for Asuka, 0 for Ember.
Yeah, I was at 0. I'm not mistaken. I was at a 0 because I didn't care. I was like, yeah, whatever. It's gonna. No, by the end of that match, I was like, I care. That was fucking awesome. Exactly what you felt for the kicking match.
Yeah.
That's how I felt for them.
Okay.
Because I was like, yeah, whatever, man. I know they're probably gonna put on a decent match, but whatever. Nah. By the end of that match, I was like, damn, either way, it could go either way, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
It could go either way, and that's what good wrestling is, where it takes you out of being a mark. It takes you out of being like just being entertained, and I was thoroughly entertained. That clip she hit was sick as fuck.
It was really
I thought she flopped like a fish out of water. Like,
I thought she was gonna hit another one like over the ref. That would have been badass. But like she did that.
If she would have accidentally clipped the ref and Asuka like pushed her and she hits the ref.
That ref goes flying out the way.
Have they said when the collarbone broke or?
There had to have been, I remember a spot specifically. I think it was either a Hurricane Rana or some kind of like hip toss where Asuka didn't land flat on her back. She like rolled on the shoulder. And I think that's probably where it happened.
Asuka, I'm gonna jump a little bit ahead, but I have to.
Okay.
Asuka showed Asuka showed she has more balls than the original Sin Cara and Big Cass.
Wait, what? Why Sin Cara and Big Cass?
She finished a fucking match with a broken fucking collarbone. Sin Cara tried to stop the match with a broken finger, and Big Cass.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
Look again. Big Cass didn't stop it. They stopped it for him.
They stopped it for
whatever.
But
Asuka shows she has balls, dude. Asuka is a fucking freak.
Yeah,
and it's like,
of course, that's why I like her.
Yeah.
I'm not going to condemn anybody for not finishing a match due to a legit injury, but the people that do finish a match with a legit injury, yes, let's give them props.
How about the tag match?
How about that tag match?
I liked it. I thought it was, if I had to rank the matches of the night, I think that was the weakest match of the night for me. But it was still fucking good. And like, man, we sound like such fangirls right now talking about NXT. Like, oh man, it was so good. It was so good. It was so good. It was like,
we're getting our positivity out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a good thing. That way we can't just say we're a bitch fest.
Yeah.
But I think that match was the weakest match. Again, I don't think there's anything very specifically where I could say, oh, this match sucked. Because I don't think there was a reason to say this match sucked. It was good. It was just the least good. The one that got my attention the least.
The smallest chocolate-covered strawberry in the box.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
The smallest slice of pizza.
Yes.
I have a nip to pick with it, and it's kind of like, I think they chose the wrong members of Sanity. Well, with the wrong member of Sanity.
Oh, the EY switch? I fucking loved it, dude.
I actually loved it.
Killian wasn't in there. It should have been EY and Killian. I would have preferred it. I would have preferred EY and Killian. Yeah.
Wolf?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wolf's good.
Okay.
I I came around to Wolf in this match because I told you last week.
Dude, Wolf with that slam dancing shit that he does in the corner trying to hype up Io. Oh, man.
I think he has a weird look to him, and I couldn't quite grasp it. Now I do, and I'm like, I buy into it. I buy into Sanity, and I still don't know if they're face or heel.
Yeah, I still don't know.
And I like that because obviously AOP were heel.
Yeah.
They're heel as fuck.
I think you kind of stole my thunder a little bit where I wanted to say the best part of the match was the old switcheroo.
Yeah.
I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was a good idea on the behalf of the characters of Sanity, because that was like a total character building move right there.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't like that's smart booking. That was like, hey, these guys are Sanity. They're master manipulators. They're kind of crazy. They're going to do something weird. And they did something weird that you don't normally see. So I'm glad that they used that, especially for them, because it made them look crazy, but crazy like a fox kind of way, which fits EY perfectly.
How they use the Freebird rule on the New Day. They need to do that with Sanity. I'd go further and say fucking put Killian Dane and Nikki Cross as defending the belts, and they could still fucking pull it off.
They need to go one further.
Yeah, and she was just as involved as everybody else in that damn near ate the damn table.
That was a spot. Of the night.
That's
that was a
where
spot of the night. Yeah.
She was being held, and they squished her.
Damn!
Holy shit! They squished her. She got smooshed.
She got sandwiched.
Probably not her first threesome either.
She got sandwiched for the first time of that night.
Cochinos.
Imagine their celebration after they won the titles.
Cochinos.
Oh man.
2017, man, you can eat acid.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Like groceries.
What are we missing here?
Drew against Bobby Roode.
Nothing else?
There's only 5 matches played.
Yeah, there was only 5. Yeah. I like that they had the D. Bryant, Kurt Angle in like the skybox. And they had like Peyton Royce and Billy Kay, like like all
they're doing there.
Yeah, with him, and he was like clearly annoyed. He was like, yes. And Kurt Angle was sitting with Roderick Strong, I believe.
Yeah.
And they had No Way Jose back there, and it was cool. I was like, all right, whatever they're gearing up for, they're scouting. I like it. So that's cool. And I love they had like they usually they have like the 4 horsewomen. They had fucking Kevin Owens was there, Nakamura, everything. Like they had their like it looks like scouting and stuff like that. See what they got. Yeah. So and I'm pretty sure like the scouts were there in the pre-show, the tapings for NXT. So a lot of things might come about from this. I hope there's a superstar shakeup where some of these people get called up and some of the people up down there get called down. But we'll see.
My only nit to pick of this entire pay-per-view is probably the biggest one that I've had for NXT in a while, and I'm not gonna drop it. It's an identity crisis. It's like, what are we doing? Are you developmental or are you a legit third brand? I say that because after a badass match between McIntyre and Bobby Roode, are we going to get a continuation of the story? Are we going to figure out whose NXT it is? Because we already got fucking Dishonored show up and beat the shit out of freaking Drew McIntyre, which I'm copywriting that shit right now. I'm calling it right now. SummerSlam. I mean, I'm not SummerSlam. Survivor Series. Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. And we're getting a new heel stable. I'm calling them Dishonored. It's Ring of Honor guys. Yeah. And the headmaster of that stable, Nigel McGuinness.
Oh! The guy who called NXT.
Nigel McGuinness is going to be this team's Paul Ellering. That's going to show them how to beat the fuck out of people.
Oh, Lord, I had the papers.
And not to mention, the other person that's going to be in that group was the same chicks that were learning to wrestle with McGuinness before Ring of Honor at the freaking, when we went to see them at All-Star Extravaganza. One of the 4 horsewomen from MMA. Whatever her face is that's in the tournament.
Baszler?
Shayna. She's going to be in this stable too.
Okay.
Dude,
if anything, we'll roll out a red carpet for a freezing of hell and have CM Punk join in some group. It would be Ring of Honor.
Now we're fantasy.
But I know, but still, Red Dragon, Adam Cole, baby, showing up on television, baby, fucking awesome.
First thing I did. Go for it. Yeah,
no continuation. Bobby. We didn't even get Bobby Roode as a rematch. We didn't even see Bobby Roode on NXT tapings the week after this pay-per-view. He's already on SmackDown. He's already doing his own thing. It feels like what the fuck's NXT? Yeah. Like you need to commit to what you're gonna be and then roll with it. Yeah. Because just as an example, Do you think a guy from scratch like Brennan Williams is going to succeed on a roster that's full of people that's been around the world?
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to be a legitimate third brand, if you're going to out Ring of Honor, then just throw Brennan Williams on the main card or on main event and let him learn that way. If you're going to be developmental, then just fuck NXT and put all these guys that have over a decade's experience, just put them on the main roster already.
Okay.
You need to figure out what you want to do with this third brand, because right now, quality over quantity, like I said in the beginning of this was the best takeover I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
They have something here. They just need to figure out what the fuck they're going to do with it and then do it.
But what they see is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because right now, that's working. Whatever they're doing, bringing in the indies, developing some kind of non-indies, and through them.
I wouldn't say it's not broke, because while the takeovers are badass, and while this takeover was badass, the weekly shows, man, they always suffer from something where if it's not a takeover go home show or immediately after takeover, well, especially immediately after takeover, it's like,
it's not even that, because it takes 2 weeks before we get the first fresh taping after the pay-per-view.
Yeah, like the episode of Takeover tonight, which I got to see because we were running a little bit late and you hadn't got here yet. I saw some of this stuff, and you bring up the stuff about Bobby Roode. Something does happen. We'll save it for next week's conversation, but something did happen with Roode where they explain kind of what they're doing with that. But again, it goes back to, like, you need to book it in a different way, because if you are developmental, then just leave it as developmental, as you say. But if you're not developmental, why are you just half-assing stuff where you're taping shit before the pay-per-view to go on after the pay-per-view and to not give away stuff?
Good shit. I'm going to just tell y'all right now. I'm not going to give you a spoiler. I'm not going to spoil the results. But if you were wondering, hey, what happened with that little UK division?
Yeah.
Watch this episode that's coming up. If it's not this week, it's not today.
It is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude.
As they walked in, that's what they were watching.
Oh, yeah.
So there's stuff. Now, I say that this was really good. The whole night. We could all agree on that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Was this better than SummerSlam?
Fuck yeah.
Quality over quantity? Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
Because SummerSlam was 6 hours long.
Okay.
The last 2 hours
it was
of SummerSlam?
It was 5 hours and 15 minutes long, because apparently the pre-show happened in front of like 50 people.
Were you there?
Like the first match.
Did you see
so here's a fun story if we're bleeding into SummerSlam.
No,
hold on. Because I don't want you to bleed completely into SummerSlam, because I got a question I want to ask you that could lead into that.
Okay.
So, but you have people that are...
And we have people in the chat too, so we need to get to that too. You were there, sir. How was it in the arena for NXT Takeover? What was it like? Did something come over or did something happen there that didn't come across on TV or vice versa? How was it?
Why were they so well behaved Saturday and ruined Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday for everybody?
Good fucking question, Chris.
Yeah,
you know what? To be honest, I don't have a fucking clue. To begin with,
you were there for everything?
Takeover and SummerSlam.
Just not Sunday. Monday and Tuesday.
Fuck that shit.
Okay.
So to begin with, when I asked myself why they need to figure out what they're doing with this brand, the first Takeover in Brooklyn, the attendance for Takeover was higher than the attendance in SummerSlam. Yeah.
The first one.
The first Takeover in Brooklyn 2 years ago.
Okay.
The attendance for Takeover was higher than the attendance in SummerSlam. Okay. This Takeover, about 40% of the top level seats were tapered off.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
Because the cheap seats that I had for SummerSlam were not available for Takeover. So
you think it has to do with the 4-day thing?
It could be also, man, because they were still advertising at Takeover and at SummerSlam that there were still quote unquote limited seats available for Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though
that's gotta be it, man, because it's like you save your money to go to an event. Now you're like, man, motherfucker, I gotta save my money to go to. I gotta pick one out of the 4.
The only reason I didn't go to Raw and SmackDown in Brooklyn is because I already made a promise to my nephew. We're doing all 4 of those shows here in Houston for Survivor Series weekend.
Yeah.
And I can tell you from experience, just being at Takeover and at SummerSlam, that's just fucking exhausting.
Especially if SummerSlam was goddamn fucking so damn long.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And I'm sure Survivor Series is going to be just as long.
I want to go back into the NXT.
Yes, we're still trying, because we got stuff from the chat.
What you said about the tag team match
is
what I think about for the main event. I honestly, did not care for that match.
Oh, I agree with you. I didn't care that much about it either. I don't think it was the worst match of the night. I think it was the second worst match of the night. But it was still really good.
No, I think it was the worst match of the night.
Okay.
From bell to bell.
Okay.
After the match, that's when they got cool.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like the match, I literally did not care. I was like, okay, cool, yeah. I was explaining to my wife why they were fighting and who Drew McIntyre was and all that stuff like that. She saw a little package, but I explained to her more.
His little package.
Yeah.
She saw my little package.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Then she stabbed it and made it monster grow.
We were watching it, and as he won, I was like, that's cool, because Drew McIntyre was kind of crying. Because you see that full circle of the shit that happened. I was like, she's like, that's cool. And then you saw a fucking Dargon come out, and you're like, I was like, oh, look, those guys are badass. And then I was like,
you saw him earlier in the night, too.
Yeah. You didn't?
Yeah, they came out after the tag match.
Beat the shit out of everybody. Gave Chasing the Dragon to EY.
Yes, he did. I know what happened. I told you, I watched TakeOver early Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Finished it Sunday, like, at noon.
Okay.
So, like, I had to go do shit, and then I came back, and then I watched the main event.
Okay.
So, yeah, I guess I completely forgot that they came out after the tag match. So, whatever. I told them, like, the Dragons, that's cool. Then I was like, I told them, I was like, my wife was like, hey, no, but the crowd's still yelling for somebody else. They're
all looking that way.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, they signed Adam Cole on Tuesday. She's like, who's Adam Cole? I was like, I'll get to that. And sure enough, Bambi comes out. I was like, that's Adam Cole.
Baby.
And I was like, oh, she was like, oh, he's like, first thing she goes, he's small.
Oh, he's so little.
I was like, he's small. I was like, yeah, so am I. But anyway, I was like, oh yeah, I was like,
here.
I was like, nah, but that guy is really good. And so that happened. I was like, okay, cool. Bam, that's the end of the night. That was awesome. That saved the ending for, like, if that didn't happen at the end, I'd have been like, man, it was a badass start to NXT Takeover, and it ended kind of okay, but it kind of like
not like the start.
Yeah, not like the start.
I mean, I think it might be just my bias against Bobby Roode. I don't really like Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
McIntyre, I think he's okay.
Yeah.
I'm more willing to give him a chance than I am Bobby Roode, but I'm not fucking a mark for him. I'm not high on him right now.
The reason why the match was better than you thought, and why we kind of have really good opinions about the main event match, is because they have chemistry, they have history, they wrestled together in Impact. You know, they had a feud for the heavyweight title there before, so they felt each other out. They know that they have. Just like I said, you know what, Roode and Nakamura, you know, they don't Roode and Itami, their styles don't clash. Drew McIntyre and Bobby Roode are the WWE safe type of wrestlers. So when you put them together, they can make a very competent match.
They're the reason why Okada should be signed before Omega.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay,
so we have shit in the chat room.
All right.
All
right, so who's asking? Who about birthday boy? Whose birthday? What the hell's going on?
Today's Aaron's birthday.
Oh,
Garsha.
Aaron. Oh,
Merry Christmas.
But is he already in the chat?
I don't know, but you should know that he's your friend.
Well, I know that it's his birthday, but I didn't know if that was in the chat. No, okay. But Robert Midland, welcome. Thank you so much. He said that NXT tonight was great. So
tonight or Saturday?
Tonight. Yeah, the one that just passed.
Oh. He means tonight. That's what we were talking about. So yeah, man. The little bit that I saw, it was good, but still, the fallout from the thing doesn't exactly happen the night after. But it was good. So I guess they're kind of like trying to work out the kinks with like the planning of what we're going to air after, so that it still feels like it's continuous, but it's still not continuous. Again, it goes back to your identity
this is how
crisis.
TNA does it. So if it's worked for them, it's going to keep.
Well,
it doesn't work for them, but you know what I mean.
I don't know.
What else?
All right. Well, there was just stuff about defending Big Cass. Big Cass was smart for not finishing that match. A certain injury would have been worse. And then
I wouldn't use Big Cass and the word smart in this sentence.
That was the universe that said that. Porsche sitting on the couch there. She says, yeah, injuries like that with your leg are no joke. So, yeah, again, I'm not going to fucking shit on him for not finishing the match.
He's a Trump supporter. I don't go.
SummerSlam.
He is?
So he has heat backstage.
So I knew SummerSlam was going to be 8 hours long with a 2-hour pre-show. So I'm shopping around. There's a shopping center across the street from the Barclays Center. And I'm shopping around, and I bought a shirt for a friend for her birthday, and I was like,
wait, what?
Yeah, I bought a shirt for a friend of mine. It was her birthday a couple days ago. So I was like, how am I going to sneak this shirt in? So I take out,
I bet you were sneaking in something else.
I take it out of the bag. I go to the merch table and I get a WWE clear bag and I walk in with the fucking shit I bought. I get right to my seat at 7 o'clock their time. I knew the pre-show was 2 hours, but I forgot that the show was going to start an hour earlier. Yeah. So I sat in my chair right when the SummerSlam promo video started.
Goddamn!
So I missed the entire pre-show. I missed all of that, and I was not in the business of going back to watching that shit. So I saw pictures that floated on Facebook that the Hardys, the 6-man tag, was in front of like crickets.
God. I was I watched Takeover Sunday morning. I woke up, it was like 8 or 9 or whatever. I woke up, I watched that. I ran some errands on Sunday as I usually do. Came back around 1 or 2. Finished watching. I saw Ember Moon, and then I saw the last match. Kind of just bullshit around. I was like, all right, I need to make sure I'm ready by around 6. I know the pre-show starts at 4. I don't care. If they're not important enough to start at 6, then I don't care about them, and I'll read them.
Right.
Whatever. I was getting shit ready. Then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm kind of bored. I pulled out my phone. They were doing it on Facebook Live too.
Right.
So I looked at it and I was like, "Are you fucking serious? Why would they have a match with nobody in there like that?" It was embarrassing, dude.
Yeah.
Like
the Hardys, the
fucking Hardys.
Yeah.
Wrestling in front of like fucking DZW
100 people.
To be fair,
dude, it was more in the DZW.
To be fair, DZW don't bring beach balls.
To be fair. They did that shit at Mania.
Yeah.
But they did advertising. Hey, Austin Aries and Neville, they're going to be on the fucking pre-show. Yeah. So all them dumbasses made sure that they were there for the pre-show.
Yeah, but when they said
it was going to be on the pre-show. That was a match that was very highly anticipated.
But when that match is starting 15 minutes after the doors open, when you have people struggling to get to the metal detector, people that don't know which lines, the merch line for the trucks outside and which lines to get in the building, when you walk in and see a huge supersized merch line, like and then you got to get merch, or you've been standing out there for so long, you got to go take a pisser, dude. The crowd they had.
I'm just all I'm trying to say is maybe WWE thought that they were gonna run so smoothly that the same way it was at Mania, where hey, everybody was already there for Mania, so let's start the show. That's the only thing I'm gonna say about that. Maybe. Now I did not watch the match.
I didn't watch. I started. I saw the crowd, and I was like.
When I started watching was when Elias Sampson was in the ring serenading everybody, and it looked like there was already enough people in the crowd to be like, all right, this is where we're going to start everything. I didn't realize I had missed 2 fucking championship matches. Yeah. Well, not championship matches, but the 6-man and then the cruiserweight title match. I didn't realize I even missed those.
Yeah.
But I did.
I only caught the last of the cruiserweight match because I went to go I want to go to the bank. I want to go to ATM and deposit some money that I got.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, Neville, they're fighting. Oh, they are fighting on the pre-show.
There were 12 matches that we had on the card when we did our pregame last week. There were 3 of them that were on the pre-show.
Yeah. Yeah, that's man. They did a very bad job with SummerSlam this year.
I don't know about all that.
I wouldn't say it was
to me the beginning.
Dude, the beginning as in the pre-show, or the beginning as soon as the pay-per-view started?
To me, SummerSlam started 20 minutes before SummerSlam started. The Usos New Day match.
That was a really good match.
Badass match. That wasn't a really good match. That was a badass match. The shit with Xavier Woods, the fucking the spot outside.
Yeah,
dude, just that match in general. They have chemistry. I hate saying this because I say it's about a lot of people, but I can watch them wrestle at every pay-per-view and not be bored of it because they find new ways to interact with each other.
Right. Okay.
And I don't know. It's like, why did they leave that off of SummerSlam? Why did they make that?
That match was so good, and it was on the pre-show. And I was like, okay, so they had somebody on the pre-show, and you know what? They probably felt like chip on their shoulder. You know what? We're on the pre-show. We're gonna fucking show up and make everybody else feel like
the main event's 4 hours early.
Yeah, exactly. Make everyone feel like, hey, you shouldn't have booked us on the pre-show because we're going to be that
fuck it,
good.
Like Aries and Neville at Mania.
Yeah, exactly.
The main event started at fucking 4 hours before fucking.
Yeah,
exactly. But again, when I watched that, I thought, damn, it's going to be hard for the rest of the pre-show matches to follow that. Pre-show matches had already happened. So that's the part where I thought they had done that stuff. So it was the main event of the pre-show, I guess, if you want to say that.
Dude, to me, the first hour and a half of SummerSlam was just garbage, dude. I thought it sucked. I was like, Let's run through the matches.
I don't know if sucked is the word I would use for 4 hours. From the moment I sat down, those 4 hours went by kind of fast. You know, you guys listen to other wrestling podcasts. I listen to other wrestling podcasts. Sometimes. They asked on Facebook, it's like, hey, give me a hot take for SummerSlam. And I wrote down on there, you know what? Hot take.
Wow.
Nothing memorable is going to happen in this pay-per-view. And this was a good pay-per-view, in my opinion. But when you have following fucking Takeover,
dude, I'm researching my mind right now, and I can't really think of anything. I'm rewinding it right now, like no, nothing.
It was a good pay-per-view. The women's match, both women's title matches were great. Yeah. Cena versus Corbin was what I thought it was going to be. My piss break was actually during Cesaro against Rollins and Dean, which I was hearing pops from the freaking hallway, but I needed a water and I needed to charge my phone because it was like on negative power basically. And out of all the matches, that was the one I was least interested in. Yeah. So that's when I took advantage of it. And I sat back down and I was like, everybody told me, it's like, man, you missed the fucking match. And I was like, oh, did the Shield reunite? Because everybody in this building thought the Shield was going to reunite. No, I didn't miss it.
Yeah. No, dude, that was to me, that was match of the night, the tag team match.
Well, you know who'd agree with you?
Nobody.
Robert Midland, Usos versus New Day, possible match of the week candidate.
Oh, I was talking about the
C Universe. That was my match of the night, honestly.
I was actually talking about Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the tag.
No, that tag team match is probably right here with it because that match was bad. The thing about it is, it wasn't on SummerSlam. Well, it wasn't the goddamn pre-show.
I'll count it.
Yeah, I guess. Whatever.
If it's not when you go on the network,
yes,
and you scroll down on your clicker or on your video game controller, whatever you use, and you pull up the SummerSlam video. If that match is not in a SummerSlam video,
it's not.
It ain't fucking SummerSlam. Yeah. It's that easy.
Yeah. Good point.
Good. I'm gonna start from the fucking top.
Okay.
My biggest disappointment was the main event, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
We've been building up for 5 weeks that if Lesnar loses, he's out. He's going to the UFC.
They gotcha.
No, he's out. He's going to the UFC. He's going to fight a guy that's 50 pounds lighter than him and that failed another drug test.
I was going to get to that.
So you're going to have that. Great. I want to see Samoa Joe choke out Brock Lesnar. I want to see Braun Strowman beat the shit. I want to see Suplex City. What did we get? Brock Lesnar for about a cup of coffee, and then he left. Yeah. And we basically got the same match that I saw 3 weeks ago on Raw.
True.
Yeah.
True.
The only thing that saved it for me was Braun Strowman's raping of Brock Lesnar. And the fact that whatever I missed at SummerSlam, man, I'm fucking ready for Strowman Lesnar at No Mercy. One-on-one for the title. Shit biscuit. I'm ready. Like, fuck it. I'm gonna go on Spirit right now. When I get home, I'm gonna fly to fucking No Mercy for that shit.
You know who's
ready?
No
Mercy?
It's in America. I'm going. That shit hasn't stopped me yet.
You know who's ready for that match?
Where?
Braun Strowman.
Los Angeles.
Braun Strowman is ready for that fucking match.
Dude, I flew to LA on $65 round trip. I'm going.
If you had any doubt that Braun Strowman is a main event wrestler, it's gone by SummerSlam. That boy can fucking bring it.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first time in probably a long time that Brock Lesnar is actually the fucking underdog. Oh. And he's a former UFC heavyweight champion. Yeah. And he's the underdog against whatever the fuck, whatever cocoon this Braun Strowman came from. Yeah. I'm fucking ready for it.
Brock hasn't been the fucking underdog since 2002. He's always been the overdog. Yeah, is that a word?
But now he's not.
Yeah, like
I want to touch on something that you brought up, and I have to bring it up because it came out today.
Yes.
The thing what everyone was saying, okay, he's gonna drop the belt here because he has to get ready and back into the testing pool. Blah, blah, blah. He's gonna
services the rest of the suspension.
John Jones and him, they're gonna fight. They're gonna fight eventually because in the UFC. Well, guess what happened today? John Jones suspended, steroids,
stripped of the belt.
Belt. He's gonna be suspended for another year. You know what's gonna happen?
Brock's gonna stick around then.
Brock Lesnar, John Jones, WrestleMania.
Okay. Maybe.
No, it's gonna fucking happen.
Okay, maybe.
John Jones can't wrestle, can't fight UFC.
And that's right.
Can he wrestle?
And that's he has collegiate background. And the worst part is, if John Jones gets a strike 3, he's permanently banned from USADA.
Honestly,
so he can't fight anymore.
I think this is probably his last straw in general. Like,
if I were John, I'd bounce.
Yeah,
he'd make bank against Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be the marquee right there. If you were gonna have Shaq versus Big Show, you can have fucking Jones versus Lesnar. Yeah. They can make that shit work somehow.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but yeah, going back to the Fatal 4-Way match, dude, everyone brought it. Joe brought it the least, but they're smart. They know what they're doing with Joe. They're giving us glimpses here and there because the next night was fucking genius Joe. That fucking him on the mic, Ms. Shake, shut the fuck up. You know, like, and then him going up to John Cena like, "What's up, bitch?" Like, ooh, man, oh man, Joe.
That was my highlight for Raw.
Yeah,
without a shadow of a doubt. And as much as I'm looking forward to Strowman versus Lesnar, that
Cena.
highlight for me was
Cena.
The highlight for me was the entire segment. Braun Cena coming out, Roman interrupting him, The Miz putting both of them in their place.
Roasted them.
Yeah,
dude, this was Comedy Central. The Miz roasted both of them.
Yeah, because we saw the report saying The Miz was furious over SummerSlam
because he wrestled in front of crickets,
and he was the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, and then Joe just got to the point. It's like, Roman, you ain't nothing. I beat your ass.
Yeah,
Cena, I'm about to beat your ass.
Oh man!
The first thing that thought to my mind, I was like, man, I remember those old school videos that I saw somewhere online. It was a documentary of Cena that was a bodybuilder that wanted to be a pro wrestler. Yeah. And in the same training camp that Cena was in was Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they posted that video on Facebook on Monday. It was like a little thing over the little training thing, and they were in the same,
I think it was OVW. I'm not sure.
They were in the same class.
It was Cena the prototype and Samoa Joe. Yeah. Both of them training. And the Samoa Joe went everywhere else, and Cena went right there.
Yeah.
So Joe and Cena, dude, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be very good.
All right, Ascension,
welcome.
Welcome to the chat. He brings up something that I want to bring up a little bit later when we talk about a specific match. Okay.
Don't forget.
I'll try not to.
Remind him, you'll forget.
Robert says this. I found myself nodding off up until Balor versus Bray.
Yeah,
he was nodding off.
Yeah.
All right. Porsche kind of brings up interesting. Porsche on the couch over here. She brings up if everyone was squeezed into the actual match, the quality of the match would have suffered. So I guess you needed to have somebody not show up, card off Brock Lesnar. I don't know.
Yeah, but you could have had somebody besides Lesnar because we already got that.
You already had those other three by themselves.
Yeah. I want to, before we skip over it, I want to touch on Sasha winning the belt.
Okay.
Good match. Good match. Not a great match. I think it was like a rung before great because it was very entertaining. Alexa looks so good. Fucking Sasha.
The hair she had.
Oh, yeah. But Sasha brought it. Sasha brought it. Alexa didn't bring it as much as Sasha, which I think that's what prevented the match from getting to that next level. But it was still entertaining. The finish was out of nowhere. Like literally, I was like, oh, okay, wow, okay, that's over.
Yeah,
like, that was random. I expected a bam finish, and I got like cool, yeah. Now she can do this, hold the belt, and do this.
Yeah,
she's the 4-time champion.
Yeah,
that's all she's gonna be able to do because, dude, over the weekend, Sasha was getting some bad heat. She was getting.
I heard about
not
this.
only that,
because
not only that. Bailey at Takeover, the pre-show, they invited all these NXT alumni. And when they had Sasha and Bailey on the screen, man, Bailey got booed the fuck out of Brooklyn. She wound up in New Jersey. So that's how loud the boos were. It was like ridiculous. Like they're done with Bailey.
Could that just be New Yorkers being assholes?
Dude, how long have we heard boos for Bailey? She got booed in her hometown when she lost to Bliss.
Yeah, I don't know,
dude,
man. I don't know if I don't
the
know.
The whole Sasha heat was because she was when she's not on WWE time.
She's a bitch. What I've heard is she's not nice in person. Like
Bailey?
No, Sasha. She's real antisocial. Like she's like, but I mean, dude. So what? That's that. I don't have a problem with her being that way. I have zero problem because we pay to see them wrestle. We don't pay to fucking, she's not on Total Divas. She's not on anything like that. She wants to be herself. She's fucking married to Mikaze, dude. You know what I mean? Like, dude, come on. Like, she's her private individual self. You be that on your own time. On your own time at the airport. My friend took a picture of Randy Orton on Sunday at an airport. It was Sunday morning.
This past Sunday?
Yeah. He took a picture of himself, and Randy Orton was back there. I was like, well, you're lucky you didn't ask Randy Orton for a picture. You'd have fucking broke your phone.
Yeah.
He's a fucking asshole.
I disagree. A police officer busts his ass on the line of duty. When he's off duty and sees something going down, you think he's gonna sit back and do nothing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually,
it
just came out.
That happens.
Right here,
That happens a lot.
right,
Dude, when we're at a grocery store and we see one of our deadbeat customers who owes us a bunch of money and is like 30 days past due,
What up?
and then we keep on walking.
Yeah.
We're off duty.
Yeah, we're off.
No, and I know that sometimes that happens with cops. There might be some cops that are like, okay, duty
Like that
calls
one
or
cop,
whatever.
they killed that
But-
one guy last couple
Oh yeah, that one guy.
especially when Sasha's your
You off
now
the clock, you off the clock.
I don't know about that, man. When Sasha's your heavyweight champion, it behooves you to at least either acknowledge that people are around you and just be like, hi, I'm just 30 seconds, like you say on promos. 30 seconds. Hey guys, I came to pick up this pizza. I just wanted to say hi to you guys. I'll make time for you tomorrow, or this is where my signing is at on Sunday. Come find me on Sunday. Well, I'll take care of y'all. But if you're not going to acknowledge them, that's just as rude as you talking trash about them, because these are the people that are spending money to watch you.
They spend money to go and sit in their fucking seat and watch you from a distance, not to go sit and go chill with you at an airport, go chill with you while you go get something to eat, go bother you while you're trying to take a piss. Because I've seen that shit happen. It sucks, dude. Like, again, I grew up listening to Eminem, where he literally wrote a song about it where he fucking hates it. He can't go to the goddamn restaurant in the restroom
without taking a
yeah,
shit.
exactly. Or the fucking someone trying to sign there. Go fucking eat with his daughter. It's frustrating. I get it. I've seen. Okay, I had one of my first kind of like fanboy moments earlier this year. I met I was at HEB in Pearland.
Oh, I know this story.
I met
This is a good story.
the running back from the Texans, Lamar Miller, was there. He was grocery shopping. I was grocery shopping there. I was like, oh shit! I told my wife, I was like, hey, look, it's Lamar Miller as a running back. I was like, oh, yeah. Fuck. I was like, man, I want to go there. But like, dude, he was wearing gym shorts, a muscle shirt. He just getting groceries. She's like, yeah, but I mean, you should say hi to him. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I drove my car and I was like, hey, my cart. I was like, I know you're busy, man. I just want to say, you're awesome, dude. I fucking love you, dude. You're badass. He's like, thanks. Went about his way. That's it. If he wanted to, he could just be like, yeah, whatever, man. You know? Sasha Banks, if she wanted to, she could be like, hey, no, thank you. If she wants to, she could be like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
I can agree to that, because I had the same thing happen to me at work during some Super Bowl weekend. Customer came up to my window and I helped them out, and then I stopped, and before I finished the transaction, I was like, oh man, you're one of my favorite wide receivers. I just had to tell you that, Mr. Irving. It's Michael Irvin.
Nice.
Low key, I made sure that there was nobody around,
because
and he's like, man, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
If he would have been rude, or even if I wasn't on the clock, if he would have been rude to me, I'd be like, man, I hate you, and the Cowboys fucking suck. I'll never go to a Cowboys game. First impression of a person, if they treat you like shit, you don't want nothing to do with them. And if that person's with a business, why would I want to watch her in her business?
Yeah.
You're gonna piss off all these people that are gonna pay to see you, that probably don't want to pay anymore to see your show.
Yeah.
It's in your interest to at least acknowledge their existence. Just like Miller did to you, just like Michael Irvin did to me. That's all it takes. Just say, look, my signing is so-and-so. Thanks for coming. Good night. Or don't even leave. Have the delivery guy take your shit up to your room, and you don't even got to worry about nothing.
Yeah.
There's ways to handle it in the situation that you're in. Her situation is she's the face of the company as a women's champion. Yeah. If there's people looking at you, acknowledge them.
Yeah.
And how much does that hurt? Just that's all.
I get it.
And she got nuclear. That shit went out all weekend. She got nuclear heat.
The problem with that is some of these wrestling fans, I'm a wrestling fan,
a lot of them
feel way too entitled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, there was a video a couple weeks ago. Chris Jericho's friend died. He was at a memorial concert for him. That guy comes out. A guy in his own mind, he just said, "Hey, I wanted to wish you, the best. Glad you're okay." But Jericho wasn't in the fucking mood. His friend just died. He's like, man, dude, fuck off. And that guy started talking shit to Jericho, like, fuck you, you fucking suck. Basically, like, and he was just like, I just want to shake your hand. Fuck you. And Jericho's like, fuck you. Like, I'm not in a good mood. Fuck you. So, like,
although I have heard that Jericho could also be a little.
when he's a heel, he's a heel. He
all the time.
He takes that shit off. Like he's a face. He's a face.
I was very surprised that Travis was able to successfully get that bumper for our show.
Oh yeah, that's all right.
Even then, he was a little impatient about it.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay, what I would say, but to call, I don't give a fuck what my wife does. If somebody calls my wife a bitch, I'm going to fucking wreck them. Mikaze, somebody said your wife's a bitch, and he was the one who went off.
Yeah.
He went off. Not Sasha. Sasha was just like, man, whatever, dude. I'm just trying to get in my fucking hotel. Sasha's husband, the seamstress for fucking WWE, he went off on the person. So it's like, yeah, Sasha's getting heat, but it's like, dude, she was just trying to be private. She's probably, whatever. We're there's too much on the subject already. We
need to move on here.
Yeah, but it's still, I get it.
All right.
Speak of the other women's match then. How about Naomi versus Natty?
Never mind.
It was a good match. I was ordering pizza, so I was like, oh fuck, hold on. What do we want? Turn over. Oh fuck, Natty won. Tight. So that was my story for that match. So y'all saw it.
I thought it was a good match. It was, man, kind of like how everything on Takeover was like fucking balls to the wall awesome. Everything on SummerSlam was like lukewarm.
Okay. Yeah. Like, oh, cool.
Like, all right, cool.
Like even the batter thing, we were like marking out, and it was like the entrance was cool. The match,
like I like the fact that she won with the sharpshooter because she's
on the big stage.
She's a fucking heart. Of course, she's a heart. That's how she should win. But what I don't like is that, man, the way that Naomi kind of just went out like that. It was like, man, it was like she was in it, she got out of it, she got in it again. All right, I'm a tap. Like, okay, like I expected another counter, another way to get out of it, and then maybe
like, this hurts. I don't want to do this all night.
They didn't exactly. Like, all right, they didn't exactly put on a clinic, but they didn't stink it up.
Yeah, exactly. So I was okay with it. I'm more happy with the fact that Naomi is a title holder now than I am happy with the match itself. Like the match itself, I'm like, but hey, Natty has a belt now. Hell yeah!
And it gave relevance to Naomi's title run. Yeah. Now you can say, hey, Naomi had a good first title run.
She had a good run.
There was
second title run.
Oh yeah, but I have to get it out of the way. I purposely went to go pick up said pizzas during the big match.
The big cash.
If there was a lull of that pay-per-view, I was scratching my head like, wait, this wasn't on the pre-show?
Yeah. You had the Usos and New Day fucking make that fucking pre-show badass, and you had that on the main card.
All right. You okay. I know I just said that everything was like, okay. This was a match that wasn't like, okay. It was like, what the fuck? And the reason why is because the most brilliant thing that could have happened was starting to happen. I was like, he's going to squeeze through the fucking cage. And he did. But, well, he tried. It's like, oh, man, somebody better. I remember sitting there with all the fucking DZW family there and saying he needs to fucking butter himself up, get some lube out to squeeze out. And then he reached his pants and got some lube and lubed himself up. So it was fucking funny. It was great. He lubed himself up. He slid his way out. For what? To hang off and then get punched and, like, get gotten like that. It was fucking stupid. And Big Show looked like he was fucking stupid. And yeah, he went out there with a broken hand and he still tried to valiantly fight, but he wound up looking like a dumbass because he wound up losing anyway. And Big Cass got the upper hand out of all of them. And Big Cass is like, like, so what? Like, I ain't give a shit.
In the building, everyone's attention sank like a rock from the moment Enzo started to talk. You hear his music, you know the match is coming. It's in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Of course he's going to get an overreaction. Yeah. He got out there, my name is... Before Cass interrupted him, he was getting booed. He was getting booed in the arena. It was obvious. It was stinging.
Full circle, man.
You you come out there and the first words you say are over like $1 million, and by the time before your promo's even over, you're already in the deficit. Like, I had never seen a promo sync like that live, ever.
I didn't think that it felt that way over TV, but that's how you felt like it was?
Oh, I heard it.
Really?
Oh, people were like,
did you get that?
Fuck up already.
I didn't see that. By the time I got home,
you were with the pizza.
I got home exactly to the squeeze out part.
Okay.
But what I was going to say is it came full circle when he debuted at 205.
Well, then bring me back some too.
I'm bringing the picture, fool.
All right.
When he debuted on 205
We're
Live.
so professional.
Yeah. When he debuted on 205 Live.
Welcome to Table for Three, sponsored by Houston Wrestling Radio.
Dude, nobody gave a fuck. You hear that crowd? It was like, oh.
Yeah.
Gracias, señor.
I'll forget how the music goes.
All right.
There you go.
Thank you.
Let's put it over your phone, kiss.
Yeah, just in case.
Mine's waterproof, but I'll still put it over your phone.
Jackass.
No, dude. Enzo's just done, dude. Like,
oh, that came across horrible. Look at that gut. Oh shit! I should have worn black.
That's why I always wear black. Dude, Enzo is just. I
Randy says, "Yeah, we all know Chris is thirsty."
All right, let's stop talking about Enzo.
All right, yeah. Fuck it. This is how much we care about Enzo.
Yeah.
All right. Can I bring in some people here from the chat?
All
right. All right. I found something that I knew I was gonna say, but let me go real back. Oh, this was funny here. This furthers Randy sitting on the couch over there. Randy says, "This furthers my point that Sasha is Blandy Borton and Bailey is Cena with their 5 hugs of doom."
Oh, for fuck's sake! Have you ever rubbed one out as quick as Rusev's match lasted?
Yeah.
Yeah. That quick.
Sometimes when you got when you
Guys, somebody's Benny.
Yeah.
When you're at work.
When you're you got
When you're at work and you're watching Alexa Bliss in the truck,
bam. And Abel's driving.
I've been driving and I've been seeing something down in the corner of my eye just go like that real quick. And
I hated the most is that I called it because whenever he got interrupted, by Rusev, I was like, damn, they're gonna fucking do, and then as soon as the bell rings, RKO. Literally, what happened? Fucking do. You ready to go? Yeah, all right, ready? Or bam, he hears voices in his head.
All right. Remember how I said earlier Ascension had a question? Yeah. And I want to get back to this. Not really a question. It's more something they brought up in the chat that I
complaint.
No, it's not a complaint. Something that I saw too. A rumor. Apparently, I don't know if this is real or not because it's just on Dirt Sheets News with a Z. It's not on like any reputable sites yet. That Rusev and Lana have asked for their release.
Oh, I haven't heard that. And also, Lana seems like she's gearing up for a pretty decent push on SmackDown. They even furthered it on SmackDown by having her have her own segment with Tamina. I saw Moana. I had made the connection today. I saw Moana last night. I kept thinking of Tamina.
That was a good movie, wasn't it?
Such a good movie.
I loved it.
Such a good movie.
Name a movie that the Rock's in that's bad.
It was in
that
show,
Doom?
Star Trek. Doom was actually pretty good.
Doom wasn't that bad.
No, Doom was actually pretty good. It was a shitty movie, but it was a good shitty movie.
The new Doom game sucked, but the Doom movie was all right.
Nothing. He's everything.
What about the one where he was like a tooth fairy or something?
Oh,
that was an awesome kids movie, dude. The Tooth Fairy was it.
Okay. If you look at it that
game plan was good too.
Okay.
Walking Tall was badass.
Walking Tall was the fucking
really
shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The Rock should definitely.
And the Rundown.
The Rundown was
good. Yeah.
That's how much we care about Orton Rusev. Oh no, what I was gonna say, you want to talk about that they're pushing Lana. She went from 3 women's matches to, hey, you know what? We're gonna stick you back as a manager. I don't know if that's really a promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finn versus Bray. You like the intro? Everybody went.
The new Finn Balor logo that they put up there on the Tron. That was badass.
You want a straw?
I wonder if more superstars, since they're not doing pyro, are going to start doing steam because obviously that's still part of it.
Dude,
God, they need pyro so bad.
Did you catch on fucking NXT when Sin Almas kneeled down and he does his thing?
It was that little LED.
There was fucking fake faux fireworks on the fucking LED screen. Bobby Roode was the same way. He had little fireworks coming down on the fucking LED. Come on, man! Like, Jesus.
Yeah, that was bad.
But for all that shit you just said, and for all the crap of not having busted out the demon gimmick on these pay-per-views, the visual of the smoke around the ring
was badass.
The coolest intro for a wrestler I have ever seen.
Even whenever
that was fucking bad.
Even when the match started, there was still
smoke around there. Bray's like, "What the fuck am I doing here?" I'm like, "Shit." I need to go back to NXT.
I wonder if when it went dark and there was smoke, if Bray copped the feel on fucking JoJo and when he was standing outside.
God damn it! No. The thought
last week, I don't know if I caught, he winked at her in the middle of the match. Yeah.
The thought in the back of my mind is if they're gonna do that for SummerSlam, shit, every single person on the floor during WrestleMania needs to be smoking e-cigs to have that much smoke around the ring because that's gonna be fucking impossible.
Yeah.
But the match was
yeah. Again, the build up.
Finn's mannerisms as the demon against Bray was the story of that was attractive. The moves of the rest of the wrestling was just same shit I saw on Monday.
I saw it Monday. The only thing that I told Abel on Monday that I really loved that Finn stuck to that demon character the whole match and after.
Yeah. Again, Ember, take notes.
Yeah. Stuck to that gimmick and it was fucking good, dude.
Mm-hmm. I would argue that the better match was Finn versus Jason Jordan on Raw.
Yes, we're getting to Raw because I'm getting to our big. I'm about to explode because to the point where I think next year, fuck Brooklyn, take SummerSlam away from them.
Well, too bad because they already announced that next year it's going back again. 4 days again.
After how they fucking acted Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Dude, no respect, dude. In the middle of some good matches. Cesaro had to stop his match, run into the crowd, grab the beach ball, and fucking tear it apart.
Which, man, I really hope that doesn't backfire.
They acknowledged it, and that's what made it worse. Because
I know you acknowledge it, and then everybody's gonna bring a beach ball now.
Well, WWE already announced today that they're
going to ban them. But I mean, they're kind of already banned from arenas as is.
Yeah.
So I mean,
you can stick it in your crotch. You're gonna bring it in there. You're gonna blow it up.
What?
You stick it in your crotch.
If you get the word out enough, like Cesaro's section and Bailey's section, you're gonna have a bunch of people just draw fucking beach balls and show them as like his fans. As like, oh,
Finn Balor has a shirt. He posted like an idea. It was a fucking Finn Balor logo with a beach ball. Like it's stupid.
Going back to the Rusev thing here. Ascension says it's just Rusev and not Lana, but then Randy and Porsche sitting on the couch, they're saying that Sportskeeda is the one that's saying it, and Sportskeeda is saying that Lana and Rusev are requesting the releases. So,
I know Rusev
there's conflicting
because he cut his hair without telling them. It fucked up a bunch of promotional videos and pictures or whatever, and like that was a big deal. That's why he's been like getting punished and stuff like that. Like kind of how Corbin's being punished for being a dick on Twitter. It's Meltzer. You don't fuck with Meltzer. And that's Randy Orton. And then Cass is getting punished because he's like an avid like Trump supporter backstage, where it's like we get it, we support him, but he's like out loud, and Enzo's just a fucking dumbass backstage.
Yeah,
we're all seeing that come to fruition.
Just a sidebar on Big Cass and Enzo. If a god does exist, he or she agrees with the rest of the wrestling population that even he does not want this feud to go on anymore. Yes. And had to strike down upon me with vengeance.
Yes, whenever I saw that because Raw started badass. Raw started with the Lesnar Strowman thing.
Yeah,
tight. All right, and next we have a Brooklyn Street fight with Enzo. I'm like, no, why? Why are you doing that?
I guess it's
done.
Now.
It's done.
It is now.
Low key, I bet you there's a fake ass injury too. No, it's legit. All right, good.
Surgery scheduled. ACL.
9 months.
Ooh,
he's out
ACL.
9 months.
Ooh.
If we're lucky.
But dude,
thumbs up or thumbs down for Enzo on 205.
Thumbs medium. Thumbs medium.
Down.
I don't. Yeah.
Here, go ahead. I got a rant, but finish so I can rant.
Neville had the best reaction to it.
I agree.
Yes, that was my reaction. Like
he just walked away. He did not acknowledge him whatsoever. Like
here were all the fucks that Neville had to give.
What? All right. Can I rant?
Yeah.
Can I rant?
Go.
What
are you done?
What have I said before about Enzo? I don't want to see him wrestle. I want to see him as a mouthpiece. Maybe with the maybe with Big Cass, where he's like, oh yeah, this is the guy or whatever. Okay, maybe a tag team that kind of works. He is great as a fucking mouthpiece. He's great at fucking talking. He goes out there and he says all kinds of crazy stuff and it's badass. But he is not that great in the ring. No. I don't want to see him by himself. The split between them two is the worst thing that could have happened for him because he can't hold his own. Now, if he went with somebody else, if it was fucking Big Show or somebody, or got a completely different person that he was like manager for, then awesome. But he is gonna fucking sink like a stone on 205 Live because what happened on 205 Live? A fucking match that I thought was great. Low-key surprise out of nowhere. Match of the week candidate for me between Akira Tozawa and Neville.
Better than SummerSlam?
Part 3. I didn't see the SummerSlam one, but this Part 3 match, I really, really liked it. And I was like, oh shit, this is a great way to cap off everything. I was like, you know what? That match was badass. Thank you. Good night from fucking Brooklyn. Adios.
See you next year, bitches.
Everybody goes home happy. No! Nobody goes home happy. Instead, you get whoop, 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 whoop. I'm like, oh fuck, he's on 205, and he's supposed to be fighting Neville.
You won't get off my TV.
He won't. And he's gonna be manipulating Neville's time. Neville just showed that he could put on a 5-star fucking match with other people that are his caliber of wrestlers, and you're gonna dumb him down to wrestle fucking Enzo? That's like dumbing down Shinsuke Nakamura to wrestle Jinder Mahal.
No,
I said it.
No, you're dumbing down Neville to match the IQ of the audience that would rather throw beach balls around than pay attention to a solid match. Didn't we get this already with Mustafa Ali and Neville that were tearing down the house, but nobody gave a fuck because everybody was playing volleyball in an invisible net? Yeah. No. But the thing that saved me, because I was right there with you, was that Enzo took off his shirt and proved that he's not just a little bitch. He's cut as fuck. But here's the thing.
John Jones but he's not going to be a good wrestler.
All I see on the television is Enzo being a drunk-ass Kermit the Frog. He's covered in fucking coochie clothes that are misspelled and has all kinds of different color shoes and different color hats and different color everything. He has the worst fashion sense. Like freaking blind people have better fashion sense, and they don't even know what they're grabbing.
Yes.
But he has a physique that if they were to actually emphasize on and actually let him wrestle a style against people his caliber, his side, I don't want to see him fucking trying to chop down the Big Show. That's like not entertaining to me. Yeah. Him fighting people in his range, I'm optimistic. But I'm not going in there going, oh my God, Enzo's gonna save the division, because that ain't gonna happen.
Hey, what's Enzo's finisher? We don't know. He doesn't wrestle.
Hey, but I want to see. I want to see one. I'm curious enough to give you.
You know what his finisher was? His finisher was getting picked up and thrown by Big Cass. You can't get picked up and thrown by a 7-foot guy if you're in 205 Live.
Unless you do it yourself.
Simon Gotch had a shoot interview 2 weeks ago.
I heard about this.
He fucking roasted him. He fucking slaughtered him. He said Enzo was a fucking moron. Like, he would just say, yeah. To continue a story, just to be like, he would be talking to somebody, he would be like, yeah. You weren't even fucking, yeah. That's the way he fucking talks.
I think he was talking, I think the specific example was they were talking about Dusty or something like that, and like he didn't know who he was or something, but he was pretending like he did.
Yeah, no, maybe that's for somebody else.
Yeah,
it was like
where you're at right now. Even if he's wrong, he'll pretend like, oh yeah, I meant to say that. Like, he's that kind of guy.
Yeah.
That's
what I said.
Like Big Cass, even though I know I voted for Trump, I'm still gonna support him.
Yes. He like the one thing Gotch said where he said like, hey, to skin the cat. Like, yeah, I can skin the cat. He had no idea what the fuck that even meant. And when he tried it, he fucking failed at it because he doesn't know what the fuck that is. And then there's more things he said how he botched that fucking the ring rope thing.
Where he got that was him that botched it.
If anybody's gonna beat the shit out of him, I'm glad it's gonna be Neville.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I brought up something in my big rant there. Dumbing down Neville to get to Enzo's level. But the same way, like I said, dumbing down Shinsuke to get to Ginger's level. Dude, I've been the biggest Ginger supporter I know. I've been saying, you know what, maybe Jinder will do something. But, dude, that match at SummerSlam was worse than the match Shinsuke had with Baron Corbin. Now, you could say, well, what's the common denominator? It's Shinsuke. Maybe Shinsuke is the one that's not adjusting to the WWE style. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But, dude, I really feel like the clash of styles just wasn't there. Ginger's never wrestled that high-octane, fast-paced style ever. He's never been in there. Man, damn. Maybe I'm wrong about Jinder. Maybe everybody else is right saying that he sucks. I'm right. I'm ready to turn in my Jinder card right now. I'm ready.
There were so
Somebody
many,
talked me off the ledge.
There were so many drop balls. I thought I was in a porn shoot. So it's number one.
What?
The commentary did not once acknowledge the Kinshasa when he knocked out both of the Sting midgets.
Yeah.
The commentary on that thing was god awful. I saw it back. I rewatched it a couple of days ago. It was god awful. The styles didn't match. The finish, even though it was protected, you're not going to make all the effort to bring in a guy like Shinsuke Nakamura and try to get him to dumb down to the WWE level. No, you put him against guys that show that the WWE level is not the only level that exists on this universe. And pairing him up with Mahal, the biggest fear I had when this match was put together, that this match is just not going to gel. And you know what? It didn't gel. Not only did it not gel, it didn't gel to the point that even what I wanted didn't happen. I sat here on this prediction show last week and I said, imagine the heat in Brooklyn that Jinder will get if he beats Nakamura. He didn't beat Nakamura. It was WWE booking that gave Jinder the finish. And it fell flat. Yeah. Like, people were booing. People were just like, oh, that's it.
A botched Colossus to get the pin, and that's it. Like, dude, this was Shinsuke. I was expecting Shinsuke to take Jinder to the limit, and so, okay, if you're going to have Jinder win it, all right, fine. I was totally expecting him to kick out of this Colossus. On top of the fact that it got botched. I don't know who botched it. I don't know if it was Shinsuke not giving him his arm so he could wrap it around, or if he just didn't grab the arm right, or he's just Jinder tried to do it too fast, or what. But, dude, it looked terrible. And the fact that that also happened to be the finish, that we weren't going to have any falsies in this match, I was like, ugh.
Even if the commentary would have said, look at Shinsuke try to find out of the Colossus, something to justify what's going on. Yeah. And everything fell flat, dude.
That SmackDown announce team is not good.
And that goes back to my original gripe of NXT. Because you can't have it be developmental or a third brand. If just last year in that same building when Shinsuke beat Samoa Joe for the title, we saw what Shinsuke can do. Yeah. And he's going to kick out after the interference out of a botched finish. Like, that doesn't compute with the audience, especially when half of that audience was either at the TakeOver show the night before or at the TakeOver last year when Shinsuke won the NXT title in the first place. There has to be consistency in the storylines that you're bringing from the NXT roster up to the main roster. You can't just have guys show up on the main roster from NXT and don't justify that everything they did before doesn't matter. Yeah. Even when Kevin Owens showed up with the NXT title, Cena goes, what is an NXT? What have you done here? Yeah. Like, none of that falls into the storyline timeline of this universe. So you either go all in or don't. Yeah. And run with it. Because for me, as a wrestling fan, that match was just 100% unacceptable.
Let me ask you guys a question, and you in the chat and you guys on the couch. Has the Colossus been kicked out of yet?
No.
So it's
that finish is about as protected as the Kinshasa
and the Skull Crushing finale.
Yeah.
That's like one of the most protected moves. The Miz's Skull Crushing finale. Like, no one kicks out of that. Okay.
Well, maybe that's what it is. They're trying to build up and protect this move, but damn, it made it look so bad. But I mean, dude, I don't know. I would have been okay if Shinsuke kicked out of the Colossus, even if it wasn't a botch, or even if it was. Like, if the original booking of that match was like, okay, he kicks out of Colossus and gives everybody in the arena false hope, that would have been cool.
The Randy Orton matches.
I had never been
the finishes.
I had never been as optimistic for either a Shinsuke Nakamura or a Jinder Mahal match as I was when the promo video finished. Before they both came out, I was like, fuck, they're making this legitimate serious.
Yeah.
And the payoff was exactly the opposite of what they built up. It was so disappointing.
They kind of saved face a little bit on SmackDown. It looked good, because Nakamura took on the
Singh brothers and won by submission.
Yeah, that was a. The fact it was fucking like whenever you fuck with somebody, like pretend they're giving you a head, like, come on, pussy, like that.
Even that was wrong.
Pussy, like, that's what it, like he was doing to him. Like, fucker, like that didn't look good.
How many times have you done that?
A lot of times.
I've been put in the Gogo Plata before. That is not what that felt like. That is not what that looked like. No. That was ugly.
He had his shin on the other side of his head.
Ugly.
It was supposed to be in front of his head.
Yeah. Whatever that was ugly.
Yeah, it was ugly.
But the I mean,
but it was one of the Singh brothers.
I meant after with Mahal and Nakamura, when they faced off again, just them two going out, whatever, and you got the better of them with the Kinshasa. They made sure to say he did not hit the Kinshasa on him at SummerSlam. So,
well, and the only other benefit that I will give the finish at SummerSlam, if you're going to give Nakamura the belt, put that over on your own pay-per-view to have people want to watch your own pay-per-view, not at SummerSlam where people are already going to watch because it's SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, to be fair, Shinsuke versus Corbin 2 was better than Shinsuke versus Corbin 1.
So was Ziggler's Nakamura.
Yeah, maybe part 2 will be better than part 1.
When they have that Punjabi prison match, it's going to be pretty
good. All right. Apparently, we have people defending Enzo Amore.
Oh shit!
How
many people are we going to friend on Facebook tonight?
Well, mostly Porsche, and I can't really kick her out of here. She says that Enzo does have a finisher. It is a DDG, so it's a jumping or it's a diving DDT, and he also has Air Enzo, which is a diving splash. But again, that diving splash was assisted by what's his name?
That's not it.
I will have to ask you a question. A question, like an all honesty question.
Yeah.
Did you have to look up that answer?
Yes, I did.
That tells you all right there. That tells it all.
I'm about to go into this chat and report you right now. Fake news.
Okay, so Cena killed Corbin. Does that matter? Anybody care?
Cena killed Corbin?
No, that's cool. Whatever. Cena broke a 7-year curse. After he beat the Nexus. Every single member of the Nexus, he lost the match.
You bring up the 7-year curse. Cool. Awesome. He won. He beat it. Bam. I know that this curse has lasted 7 years and it's been a 7-year thing, but to be honest, this streak has only been brought up within this last year. It's only been a thing. Oh my God.
2 years. That's 2 years.
Well, I don't remember it being that big of a deal.
You forget
last year. But when it was becoming like a thing, oh man, is he going to finally break the streak? Oh, he has a losing streak. Oh, look at Cena always laying down at SummerSlam.
Did they actually bring it up on TV?
I believe on like one of their shows or something like that. And one of the announcers said, "Oh, he has the streak or whatever."
Okay.
That is kind of the same thing that's going to go on with something I want to rewind to, but I want to put this out there that, dude, of course, WWE starts talking about something, a streak, a winning streak, a losing streak, or something, that this always happens this way, and they let the IWC fucking troll themselves, and then they pull the rug out from underneath you. So, of course, Cena's going to win. Goes back to the meat soup match. Oh, man. If Brock loses, he's going to be gone. All the dirt sheets talk about, oh, he's going to go back to UFC, and he's going to fight John Joe. Of course he's going to leave. Oh, man, all this and that. Of course. What was my prediction? I sat here and I said, of course he's going to win. Of course Brock is going to keep the title. Of course that's what's going to happen because they're promotion. All that fucking shit that they're talking about, him leaving. He's not going to fucking leave. And that's exactly what happened. So I'm surprised that you're surprised. When you're like, oh, man, I can't believe it. I'm like, oh, dude.
I wasn't surprised that Lesnar won. I just didn't like the fact that I wanted Suplex City, not 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You want to end this on a high note?
Okay.
We're almost done with SummerSlam.
All right.
We have one match left.
All right. What's that?
Kevin Owens and AJ Styles.
Oh,
yeah. It was all right.
Yeah, it was okay.
I have to apologize to one of my friends. A month ago. Whenever they first put the belt on AJ, he's like, "Oh yeah, AJ's gonna have matches with Kevin Owens all summer. They don't put on good matches together." And I fucking got pissed. I was like, "Fuck you! Go back to the Memorial Day episode of Raw of 2016." I'm fucking nervous remembering that. Watch that fucking damn near 5-star match. They could put on a fucking match together. They're a badass match. They fought 3 times on pay-per-view.
Something like that.
Yeah, no. I don't care about the matches, dude. And they fought again on SmackDown. And it's like, I don't know what the fuck it is about this time around, but their matches just aren't doing it for me. And I love Kevin Owens. And AJ Styles is my fucking second coming, dude. I love AJ Styles.
I am third coming.
Well, don't worry about it because that SmackDown, that was his last chance and he lost.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. He brought it back up. He said, "I'm bringing back the U.S. Open Challenge," which he's been trying to fucking do for a month, but Kevin Owens won't leave him alone. So now he can, that can be good. And Kevin Owens could, find something else to do. I see that they're doing the thing with him and Shane, and that's cool. The match itself, it was an all right match. I like how Shane was in and out of it. He wasn't too much of a part of it, but he was a part of it. The foot on the rope thing was cool. The Styles clashes were good.
The point with all that, which I thought was I said the exact same thing Kevin Owens said when he took the little, it was like, dude, you fall off of buildings, you jump off of the fucking thing, you get thrown through glass.
Says that.
And he said it. So it's like, yeah, I'm agreeing here. Like, come on, man, he's gonna take a weak ass ref bump and then have that be the thing. That's the whole reason why we had a fucking special guest referee in the first place. This is bullshit. This is stupid booking. But then Kevin Owens called him out on it, and then called him out on SmackDown. So it's like,
although that call was a very, very good episode of SmackDown. Him trying to find a referee. Sami Zayn
was the Kevin Owens show.
Yeah, Sami Zayn, his reaction was like, you know what? Fuck you. You were being a dick to me. Why should I be nice to you? Why should I bury the hatchet? Fuck you. And then
Breezango!
That was funny.
Oh,
that was
God.
Good.
Them
Susan!
them with Kevin Owens, that was gold. They fucking complimented each other so well. I've been going back and watching some PWG and ROH shit where like Kevin Steen would like does backstage stuff and like on commentary stuff like that. He's just so good, man.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm falling back into shit with.
Was that
Kevin
you
Owens.
that posted a thing on Facebook about Panda Express?
No.
With Gargano and Steen?
No,
I saw somebody, but it was him and Gargano just cutting a promo together in the back, and it was fucking hilarious. And they were referring to themselves as Panda Express.
Nice.
Like, all right, I'd buy that.
SummerSlam overall.
It was okay.
Yeah, 7 out of 10. You know what?
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. I was being generous.
I'll go with the 7 because I really, 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 really liked the fucking meat soup match. I love that. What?
Cass.
What about him?
You didn't like the big Cass match?
No, I didn't. But I like the
Mahal Nakamura.
Yes, I know. I'm saying that. Stop that. I'm trying to say that I really like the main event. I thought it was fun, despite the fact that Brock was out and the other 3 that were left. We've seen a lot of the other 3. There was enough in there with Brock and Strowman and Joe, all of them all together that I was entertained enough for it, and I thought it was like, yay! I'm glad it ended on a high note. All the stuff in between, yeah, sure, you kept clearing your throat and mentioning those matches I had problems with. I had a lot of problems with them, but then there was a lot of matches that were good. Not great, but good. So yeah, I'll go with maybe a 7.
Okay. How about Raw?
I was going to say, again, your perspective in the arena. Was there anything different being there than our perspective watching it on TV?
I mean, I called it on Facebook earlier that day. Nothing memorable was going to happen. Nothing memorable did happen. It was a good pay-per-view. There was a lot. There was everything. By Survivor Series, I'm not going to remember anything of what happened at SummerSlam except that I drank a fucking ton out there around Barclays Center.
Okay.
There are breweries everywhere. But yeah, Raw. We already talked about a lot of stuff on Raw. The face-off between Strowman and Lesnar. The match between Finn Balor and Jason Jordan. Is there anything else you remember from Raw?
From Raw? Honestly, no. I expected more.
The Miz stuff with
the Miz.
Miz promo was fucking amazing.
That was the highlight.
Great promo.
The Joe thing.
Anything else from Raw?
From Raw, nah, man. They did what they had to do. I thought this week, let's jump ahead, SmackDown was the better show.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind skipping Raw, just jumping straight to SmackDown.
Yeah,
glorious debut.
Glorious debut.
All right. Wabba Wood.
That
now on SmackDown.
Your favorite?
Yeah.
I read on the sheets like, he's gonna take his place, and we read that he was backstage at Raw, so we're maybe he's coming out then, but no, he was gonna take the place of Corbin as the top guy on there. So we're like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. And then when Aiden English came out, I was like, oh, this is dumbass. And then I was like, okay. I came out over as fuck intro already. Whatever. Cut the promo. Is he a face?
It seemed very facey. It did. It seemed very, very facey, which is weird because, he's not a face.
In the end, in the beginning, he was like, oh, man, I congratulate SmackDown for going all out to sign a guy like me.
Yeah.
That's not something a face would say.
I think he did say something about opening up the checkbook or something like that.
Like it was tweener-ish.
Yeah.
But people like the guy because they know his interest. I was
Yeah,
surprised
that's true.
because, again, SmackDown is probably the most casual-friendly audience that you're going to get. So for that crowd to sing along to Bobby Roode and to go glorious every time he did his arms, that was telling that Roode is gonna do just fine on the SmackDown brand, because that's where you can that's where your creativity can go. And if it works there, you're gonna make it.
Yeah.
So putting aside the fact that we're unsure if anything, because again I didn't see this last episode of NXT, the backstage stuff, what the future holds for Bobby Roode on the NXT brand, him on SmackDown right now, I'm intrigued.
Does it make any difference the fact that, like, when he debuted, he fought I was gonna say Aiden. Yeah, Aiden English. I was gonna say Aiden Cristiano. But yeah, Aiden English. Yeah. I mean, I guess. I mean, is that like is that a feud that he's starting, or is that just who he beat up to debut?
That's just his debut.
To announce the party.
What was more exciting? Bobby Roode or Shelton
Benjamin.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Although his reaction was kind of like,
acting was a little bad.
It was bad, and it sounded like he don't want to be in a tag team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Shelton Benjamin against Chad Gable in a story is going to be delicious.
Hold on. But that was the exact same story that they told in NXT when Gable was trying to recruit Jason Jordan.
Yeah.
And it took Jordan a while. You remember
9 months.
Remember that? Hey, come on, man.
Say
it. Ready, willing, and say it. And for the longest time, he didn't say it.
Yeah.
But then, like, he eventually said, Gable. And then eventually he, like, got into it. And, like, that story of them finally, becoming broskies, I wonder if they're just totally redoing it with a different black guy. You know? Like, is that really the booking there? It's like,
we'll see.
Well, he lost one, but let's give him another. Like, come on, man, that's some bullshit. But I mean, I guess. I mean, it worked.
At the time, Jason Jordan was looking for the partner. Shelton Benjamin was not looking for a partner, and he's coming across that he doesn't need a partner. And to be honest, I don't want to see them as a team. But if you're building up this beginning to give me a feud between those two, dude, I'm in. Like, I want to see that.
Yeah.
Robert Medlin says, I hope Roode stays a tweener and feuds with AJ.
Okay.
That's who I was hoping was going to come out in that open challenge before Kevin Owens came out.
That would have been badass. That would have been a better
and that's another chemistry from TNA.
You would have had Robert Roode lose in his first match back up on the roster.
Yeah.
So
dude, I would have had Owens just fuck the whole thing up. Roode versus Owens?
Yeah, interesting.
He's going to be a face. Might as well shoot him. All
right. At least as of now.
Yeah.
He's not a heel as of now.
Yeah.
So what was better? Roode showing up or Ziggler coming back?
I didn't even know he left.
Who the fuck cares about Ziggler?
Yeah,
you didn't care about that promo?
The promo,
dude, he fucking roasted everybody.
Yeah, but everybody was in a roasting mood this week.
Yeah.
Like
the Miz stole his thunder on that one.
I have never cared about Dolph Ziggler as much as I did in the final episode of Southpaw. That's it. That's it.
All right.
Motorhead, all the way.
All right. I'm going to have to disagree with y'all then, because I fucking marked out for that more than I marked out for Shelton Benjamin coming back here for Roode. Because
we know you don't like Roode.
Yeah, I know I don't
Shelton's
like
already been hurt. So yeah, it's easy for you to say.
No, I would have surprisingly said that I would have marked out more for Sheldon. But dude, the way the way Dolph Ziggler fucking roasted everybody, the way
he's done that before though.
Yeah, but not quite this way, man.
Nah,
like
he went all out on this one.
He really went all out, and he really just made a point to mock everybody and say, I'm that damn good, and go back to being #heel Ziggler.
But then he said next week.
True,
was that a better promo than
which is exactly what he fucking does as a heel. As a heel, you'll say next week. So that tells me that they're not doing this thing where he's like this baby face but still trying to be a badass or whatever. His best work was always when he was 100% true blue heel. And that's what we're finally getting. And I hope
he's been heel this whole year.
No, he's been kind of like this tweener trying to go back but trying to be babyface, but he doesn't know that if they give him like this full-on 100% heel, don't give a fuck, nothing, whatever. Dude, I'm into it, and I want to see it, and I want to see what's going to happen with him, and I'm interested. He's been gone Sure, it's only been like what 4 weeks or something like that, a month.
I didn't think it was
You know,
that long.
maybe not even that long.
But
But
since
dude,
the Nakamura stuff.
yeah, but dude, now he's back, and it was long enough for me to forget about him. So when he showed up, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot about Ziggler, and I didn't even care about Ziggler. But that promo made me care about him all over again.
Was that better than the Miz on Raw?
No.
I don't care.
Just because it wasn't better, because it wasn't better doesn't mean it was bad.
I need to see his first feud with this.
We're talking about Raw and SmackDown, two separate things. I could like the Miz and I could like Ziggler at the same time.
I need to see whatever. I need to know what direction it's going in. The first rivalry is where I'm going to figure out if I'm going to care about this or not. But as of now, I don't care about Ziggler. The gods could strike an injury on Ziggler, another stroke, or another concussion, and I would not miss him on my television. I would miss the Miz on my television. I would not miss fucking Dolph Ziggler. That's it for SmackDown.
Robert Medlin says Ziggler needs to keep his Colonel Sanders gimmick.
Who he lost it to Shawn Michaels.
Which is what Porsche said.
Yeah.
But Randy wants the Ziggler Wiggle back on our TV, so
yeah.
Ziggler Wiggle.
So I gotta call you out.
Call me out.
Yeah, because
Moi?
S'il vous plaît. So this guy busted his nut 2 minutes in the show and gave us his match of the week pick. We've gone through this entire weekend.
Yeah.
You have not given us a match of the week pick.
No, I have not.
Is it from Lucha?
Probably so.
Spill it.
God damn you, Phoenix and fucking Puma! Oh my god, dude. Knowing that this is fucking SummerSlam, knowing that it was TakeOver, knowing that we had 4 nights in fucking Brooklyn, knowing that, damn, this is the best shit that you're going to see out of WWE for half a year. I wanted to just like casually forget about Lucha Underground. And I sat here today. Oh shit, I haven't watched Lucha yet. Maybe I shouldn't watch it. I mean, we got so much to talk about. It's going to be a long and you know what? I got time. Let me flip it on. Oh shit, it's the semifinals of the Cueto Cup.
I texted you this last week.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, remember, semifinals are going to be legit.
Oh shit. We got Phoenix versus Puma. Oh fuck. And Pentagon versus Meal. Oh,
first time ever Pentagon Dark against Meal.
Yeah. So I was like, God damn. All right, let me watch this. Let me see what happens. Dude, my load is officially busted on that fucking match between Phoenix and Puma, dude. That fucking stole the show, man. It beat everything from WWE. Even the match that I thought was going to be front runner for me, which was that fucking out of nowhere Tozawa versus Neville match. That's what I was thinking was going to be my sneaky match of the week. But no, man, even that got fucking bamboozled because of Lucha Underground, man. Dude, you want to talk about your stuff that was on NXT Takeover and what was like, oh, this style and that style and this, you know, oh, Cien Almas and Gargano had that PWG style. Man, that PWG and Lucha Libre mix that I'm going to call Boyle Heights style. Fuck, dude. That was such a great display of what those two guys can do. When Puma got him up where it looks like he was going to like powerbomb him or something, and like, nope, surprise Hurricane Rana. Oh, into a pin, by the way. Oh, what the fuck? And a 2 count. But that was like in the first 3 minutes of the match. Oh man, dude. I'm sorry. Say something.
That's my pick.
That's your pick?
Man, Meal versus Pentagon, as cool as it was, there was not chemistry there. It fell a little flat for me. Regardless of how the finish came, it wasn't a clean finish. At least the story justified it. And, dude, the back and forth between Puma and fucking Phoenix, dude. Yeah, that's my pick. That's my pick. Match of the week. And again, everything was on point. In the crowd, there was not one beach ball to be had. The commentary between fucking Vampiro and Stryker, again, as always,
they're putting
it's on point.
The way
Melissa Santos' reactions to the match.
The way Vampiro shut up for a while and Matt was calling him out, hey, what's wrong, man? Because he's fucking the new master of Pentagon, or a Puma, but nobody fucking knows it. And like, man, what's going on with you?
You mind your business, bitch.
Like, what?
I got my interest.
Dude,
in
that was so. all the fucking, you could tell like an actual real Hollywood director is fucking directing everybody on this show. You know, it's not like, all right, well, we have a road agent that books the matches, and then we have a creative committee that determines who's going to win the matches, and then you guys have at it, oh, and the commentary, y'all just shine up this turd. No, it's like whoever is the showrunner is an actual showrunner for the show and says, hey, when these guys in the ring do this, you guys say that. And then when he's over here, you get a shot of you, Melissa, and Melissa, you're going to do this. Oh, yeah, Marty, make sure you hit this cue at this exact time. Dude, it's all fucking seamless, man. Seamless.
So is Cueto kind of like the guy from Glow?
I'm just saying whoever the showrunner is. I don't know, because Cueto is just a fucking...
Rodriguez?
No, it's not Rodriguez. He has somebody else.
Oh, really?
Rodriguez is like the producer, but the actual director, I don't know who it is.
So, fuck SummerSlam weekend. I'm back in town. I got here just in time to get flooded out of the city. And this week, our next episode, we're getting Johnny Mundo versus Rey Mysterio for the Lucha Underground Championship. And we're getting Sexy Star versus Veneno in a mask versus mask match.
Right.
So they can uncover the mole, the police officer, which half of the show doesn't even involve wrestling. Like when people are like, man, give me a wrestling show or give me something on Netflix that I should binge. Lucha Underground. It's the wrestling show that is not about wrestling.
Yeah.
And Pentagon Dark versus Prince Puma for the winner of the Cueto Cup, which gets a title shot at Ultima Lucha 3.
Yeah. Trace.
Dude, this episode is going to be lit.
So this episode isn't even like the season finale.
No, this is the second before.
What we need to do, I should suggest is that, bless you, we should wait and watch all 3 episodes of Ultima Lucha Tres together like a pay-per-view and do a dark match on that hoe when it's over. And
I'm down.
And get perspective of everything.
I don't have the channel, so I'd have to come over here to do it.
Because
I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm really curious, as good as all the storytelling is, I'm curious if we're going to get a season 4 or not. Because Johnny Mundo is debuting tomorrow as Johnny Impact on wrestling,
right?
On episodes that have already been taped.
Right.
He already is going to have a title shot at Bound for Glory for TNA's heavyweight title. You've already got Drago wrestling over there. You've already got Tejano wrestling over there. You've got all these other guys. You have freaking Prince Puma, King Ricochet that's already trying to wrestle in New Japan.
Yeah. Who's already talking shit about
Lucha Underground. I've seen
His
Pentagon
in WWE.
I've seen Pentagon and Phoenix wrestle in Wrestle Circus and a bunch of fucking wetbacks down the street in the worst part of town. It's like what? Like you're building, and the end of all this. No, I'm not spoiling everything, but there's an ultimate payoff at the end of this season of Lucha Underground as far as all these storylines. For it to be built so well, and then we can't really continue the story because of litigation, because of contracts, because of airing schedule, because of other promotions. That fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I hope we don't get like a Firefly type effect with this, you know, where you got people, fanboys, fucking decades later, like saying, man, if this show had just continued, if we had just gotten one more season, you know.
But, I mean, that would make it even that much more special.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
But, you know, we talk about those 2 matches, and of course, I think Phoenix and Puma was a better match. Dude, the story going into this particular episode with what the hell's going on up there? All right, with who was it? Katrina, you know, trying to get back that gauntlet. She's like, "Fuck, I guess I have to go confront Cage." Cage is working out, and she's like, tells him, "Hey, you know that's a dangerous thing you got there." Like, well, what? Should I just give it to you then? No,
it's easiest.
It's easier, but you should. Well, I like doing things the hard way. Fine, have it your way. Oh, fuck, man.
And then he beats the shit out of Neil like he's 3 steps ahead of the game.
Exactly.
It's like, I watched this show.
And then,
I know how this goes.
At the end of the night, when it's like, okay,
everybody comes in.
This is obvious that we're having the 2 guys that are the you know, the champ and the challenger, and then the 2 guys that won the in the finals of the Cueto Cup. Okay, obviously those 4 guys. But then here comes Mil because he's got beef with Pentagon. Okay, well then here comes out fucking Cage because he's got beef with Mil.
He's got 3 of the stones.
Yeah, and then like, oh, other people come to save because you got Sexy Star out there, and you have like everyone up, and then Fucking, you have the Rabbit Tribe sitting on top,
chilling,
oh
my God.
eating carrots, looking at all the violence, and then Cueto was just down there like, ooh, I love this violence, and like everything's just fucking bonkers in the fucking arena. That is how you do a go home show, man. That's fucking
Go home
great.
to what?
Well, go home to
The
the finals
finals,
and
yeah.
the fucking championship match. Yeah. Damn, dude, that
man.
booking was fucking awesome, man. That entire episode, start to finish, was like one of the best episodes of Lucha Underground. And it had just 2 matches. Just 2 matches. It was great. That's it. That's all I got.
Whew.
That's this week in wrestling.
That's this week.
Yeah,
Are we
that's
done?
everything. I think that's everything.
Jeez. All right.
How was DZW?
Well, there wasn't. We
Oh,
were
yeah, it's a
watching
potluck for SummerSlam.
Yeah, we were
Okay.
watching SummerSlam.
When's the next DZW taping?
The 9th of September. 9th of September. That's the next TV tapings. I've already done the recordings for episode 4 and the in-studio recordings for episode 4 and 5. I just need to do the rest of the voiceovers for episode 5. So all that stuff will come out here pretty soon in the next coming weeks. So head on over to DZW's YouTube page and give them a subscribe, and then watch episodes 1 through 3 if you haven't watched them yet. I'd appreciate it. If you
Anything else?
No.
ROW.
You still want to talk about them?
Our competitors, fucking DZW competitors. No, they had a couple of pieces of news. First piece, they're officially going to be on Fight TV, which is the app. Have you heard about Fight? I know I've talked about it on the show before.
Impact, I think.
Yeah. They're basically like pay-per-view kind of stuff, but it's like for indies, they're going to be on there. So that's a big step for them. Good job. Another interesting piece of news. Green Power Ranger, Jason David Frank, is apparently going to be at ROW. Is apparently going to be wrestling. What?
I didn't hear about that at all.
Yeah.
Huh. He's from here.
From Houston.
Yeah.
So he's showing up. I guess he's wrestling. I don't know exactly what the capacity is, but it's on the interwebs and all our fucking Facebook friends that are actual, ROW employees. They've been posting about it.
I would rather see him in like a season of The Ultimate Fighter, since he already has a legit MMA background.
That'd be
than
interesting.
watching him wrestle.
He's been challenging people left and right, but everyone just like, shut up. Like he challenged Punk forever, and Punk was like, no. He's been like biting to stay relevant. Yeah, but he's always gonna be the Green Ranger.
Yeah,
I fucking love.
That'd be awesome if that's what his fucking wrestling.
Green Ranger's overrated, man. It's all about the White Ranger.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I suck. I suck at my job because I failed to mention this. At DCW, Gene Snitsky is going to be there.
It wasn't his fault.
It wasn't his fault. And
listeners, please do not take any infants to the show.
Please,
unless
no
you like
infants.
football and want to see compete, how far it'll go.
Yes.
So
yeah. All right. So,
is that it?
That's it. Adios, my friends. Keep it classy.
Preview for next week.
Oh,
yeah.
I guess
Next
this
week,
wasn't it.
the Mae Young Classic.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell they say in that song. I don't know what those lyrics
are. It's been stuck in my head for like 2 weeks. They're gonna air 4 episodes of it. I guess the 4 episodes right after Monday Night Raw next Monday. So on top of our 3 hours of Raw, 1 hour of NXT, an hour of Lucha Underground, 2 hours of SmackDown, hour of 205 Live that we need to watch.
I haven't even watched 205 in weeks.
Yeah, I haven't watched 205 since like.
Well, now you have to because Enzo Amore's on there.
Okay, track that. After all those hours, we have to add another 4 hours.
Not have to.
If we want to,
not have to.
How do you guys want to do that? Do you guys want to do an episode a week?
Well, we have to be completely caught up at least by the time they do the live finals.
And that's like in 3 weeks, September 18th, I think, from Las Vegas.
Okay, so we have time to do
no, because an episode a week.
There are 4 episodes.
I thought those were just the quarterfinals.
That's just the opening round.
Yeah, that's just the opening round.
So the next Monday, they're probably going to drop another 4 episodes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You got a wife for that.
Yeah.
All right. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Because I'm really excited over this.
Says the guys that was trying to do G1 Climax, right?
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
All right. Adios, my friends. Keep it classy.
Awesome.
Thanks. Hey, Robert, thanks for joining. I would say thanks to Randy and Porsche, but they're sitting right there. So
You're welcome.
We'll mail you the address so they can fill out the couch.
No.
He makes spicy meatballs, dude.
I do make spicy meatballs.
I'm in the doghouse. Apparently, I ate Penny's Reese's.
Penny's racist?
Reese's Pieces.
The chocolates.
Oh.
I was really hungry, and they were in the fridge, and I ate them. They weren't mine to eat.
Well, who told you to have kids?
Yeah, no.